There's a quick entertaining one about a guy who royally puts his girlfriend in her place when she started trashing him, his ex-girlfriend, saying he couldn't get good-looking girls, that type of thing, and made her aware she's not as hot as she once was. And you're going to see there's way more of a history of these two, because back in college, 10 years earlier, they were on their way to being an item, and she just dumped him immediately for the frat guys. And now that she's 30, she's back. But the thing is, he's the catch, and she is a very quickly depreciating asset with a massive ego. And guys, you should not tolerate that type of crap from anybody. Title: Am I the a-hole for showing my girlfriend pictures of my attractive ex-girlfriend after she called all my exes ugly and said that I was lucky to be with her? And a shout out to Ash for sending me this short story. It says, some history here. Let's call my girlfriend Rachel. Rachel and I first met in college. We had the same major, lived in the same dorm, we used to hang out all the time, and though we weren't a couple, everything was going that way. We would cuddle together, eat meals together, and everything changed, though, once she started going to frat parties. So they said officially weren't boyfriend-girlfriend, but things were going that direction. But frat parties. I remember one night our dorm group going out, guys and gals, and we walked to the frat houses, and the frat bros at the door told us the girls could come, but us guys not allowed. There's a surprise, because they want all those eager young gals that want to be with the popular guys and kick all the guys out. After the night, Rachel lost interest in me and started pursuing the frat guys. There you go. Hypergamy. At the end of the day, the frat guys are the in crowd, the popular guys, the Chad and Tyrone, suggested regular Joes. Bye-bye. At the time I was hurt, but I wasn't shocked that this happened. I still went on and dated other people and lived my life and had a good college experience. We then didn't talk in person until we were both 30 years old. 3 months ago, I posted a story of food and Rachel asked me out over Instagram. So he hasn't talked to her for years. It could be 10 years or something. But she's 30 years old and suddenly she's reaching out. Gee, I wonder why. Probably because she wants a ring, and she's done being passed around like a blunt from all the bad boys and the frats, and now she wants to find her nice guy. Go back to the nice guy. We started dating, and through our relationship, Rachel has been the one to pursue me more. She was the one that asked to be exclusive, is asking me to post her on my Instagram. I say this because despite that, she has tried to frame the relationship as I'm the super lucky guy that got a girl out of his league and that I should be super grateful. Out of his league, he should be super grateful. Well, you're a moron for taking her back. I mean, are you out of your mind? This is the classic situation with the nice guy, and yes, he's a nice guy. Gal kicks him to the curb a long time ago, but when nobody else wants her and she wants to settle, now she's interested. What a load of crap. And now it's making him out to be that he's so lucky to have her because she's so amazing. Oh yeah, guess what? Her prime is over. His prime is beginning. Recently, she was asking to see pictures of my ex-girlfriends. I told her there's no good to come out of that. She then pressured me, and then said it's probably because they're all ugly. Now she's insulting your exes because saying, again, I'm so amazing that you obviously can't possibly get a good-looking girl other than me. I told her I date attractive women before you, and I'm a pretty handsome guy. She then said something about men and their egos, and I was like, okay. Then I pulled up the Instagram of my ex-girlfriend, and Rachel did not believe I dated her, so I showed a selfie of the two of us together. She then asked what my ex did for work. See, now she has to find out, okay, this girl's prettier than me, but does she make more money than me? I think hoping that I would say that she had some bad job or something. I told her she was a recruiter for Meta, Facebook, and Rachel then asked how old she was. I told her 24 years old. Then she said, oh well, I looked like that when I was 24, and I was like, okay, but you're 30 now. After that, I saw her look at me, and then the tears started to come. She got quiet and then left the room, and when I tried to comfort her, she just told me to leave. Yeah, she's punishing you. She's the one being the a-hole here, insulting you, insulting girls you used to date, trying to find anything to make her superior here, and you give her a dose of reality, and it's warranted in my opinion, then she's crying, and you need to leave. Fuck her. Dude, break up with her. I haven't been able to talk to Rachel really, and she has just sent me one-word replies. Of course, she's punishing you. Instead of communicating like an adult, she's just going to punish you. When I talk to my female friends, you went to your female friends for advice on this? Smack! What do you expect them to say? They said, my "Oh well, you're almost 30" comment basically made her feel old and unattractive. That what I did was purposely mean and trying to humble her. Who cares? She's been purposely mean this whole time to him. For me, I did not want to go down that path. I just wish we could leave our exes in the past and be happy we have each other now. Smack, smack, smack. Why the hell aren't you with that younger chick who's 24, who's way prettier than Rachel, who has a solid job as a recruiter for Meta? I had a female personal training client years ago who was like 28, was making about, I think, 130 working for Facebook back then, and they were giving her 100 shares of Facebook every freaking year as a bonus. So after 5 years, 500 shares of Facebook at about $500 a share, that's $250,000, and I guarantee you she held on to that, and she's making way more money. Why isn't he with her? Right? But anyhow, classic nice guy situation. He takes her back after all these years, and she knew that. She didn't have a chance at 30 years old getting with the other guy she really wanted. Got passed around by Chad and Tyrone. Dissed this guy in college because they had something that was obviously going somewhere. And now goes for a nice guy. And this guy stands up for himself and puts her in her place. And he's the villain here. No, he's not. Okay? But this guy needs to end it with her because she's an egomaniac. She thinks she is the shit. And is always going to talk down him, treat him like crap. You know, obviously deeply insecure. But if this guy has his life together and going well, and he can get good-looking girls, why is he with the other one? I think it's because, you know, the rejection from her back in the day, he obviously has to deal with that and feel like he got her back. Well, she's no prize. She's an asshole. So I say he end it with her and move on. Now, real quick, some comments here. One guy says, how does she have the right to feel hurt when she tries to frame your relationship with her as you as a super lucky guy that got the girl out of his league and that I should be grateful? As for your female friend comments, they should have thought about Rachel, how she framed the relationship. They should have been on your side, female not the a-hole. The truth hurts. Another guy says here, man, dump her. Why did you take her back? Her being so pushy has something behind it. I bet she had enough fun with the frat men and went back to you aggressively because she's thinking, I'm 30, clock is ticking, need someone safe. Right. It's disrespectful of her to think that somehow you would not be able to date someone out of your league, LOL. Nah, man, she's got something going on, some insecurities, and that will bite you in the ass if you stay with her. Yeah. What happens? He marries her, and if she's treating him like crap and talking down to him, now wait till he has a ring on her finger, right? And the second she's feeling insecure, she goes off and starts hooking up with the same type of guys that she left him for in college. No, end it with her. And one more, this guy says, not the a-hole 1,000,000%. Uber narcissist vibes from her. Stick with her, and she's going to try to lord it over you day and night, and how you were a trog who scored with a woman way out of his league, when you are anything but. She sounds vain beyond belief, and trust me, this ain't going to change. She thinks she's still the hot shit girl, the hot shit college girl, and reality and age have come knocking. Not your job to feed her ego. Let her cry. Serves her right for acting like a spoiled brat. She asked, you showed, she didn't like the truth, and you shattered her infantile imagery world when every man kisses her ass and every woman is seething with jealousy. Yeah, this goes to show you guys, no matter how the hot a gal is in her prime, in her late teens and 20s, and the giant egos that goes along with it, and I have known a lot of gals that were physically beautiful, stunning, all that, but had the personality of a fucking porcupine, massive egos, but over time, they got older. Hair turned gray, wrinkles started to form, boobs started to sag, asses got fatter, and now, you know, it's a totally different world. Guys don't pay attention to them, and it drives them crazy. And it's funny when the guys go for the younger girls. I can think of multiple girls I've known throughout my life. This type of situation happens. So anyhow, this guy needs to dump her and move on. End of story. I'm not saying he has to go back to Facebook, girl. But the point is, don't be with someone like makes that you are so lucky to be with me. No. You want a gal that feels lucky to be with you. End of story. And don't ever take back someone that kicked you to the curb like that back in the day. End of story.